At Ely Data Quality, we offer specifically targeted functional testing of sanctions screening systems.
Our team is made up of expert consultants who are vastly experienced in this area.
All of our test cases come from the real world of screening issues that we have diagnosed and already fixed for multiple customers.
We do not simply throw thousands of records, each with slightly differently jumbled names and with no expectations, at the screening system to see what happens. That is not testing, it is guesswork.
We sit down with our clients and go through all of our test cases to ensure they are understood. Every test case will be marked with the expectation defined by the client, so we are testing against the client's requirements.
We set the expectations of each test case together. The expectations are driven by the business. As well as screening against sanctions put in place by international organisations such as the UN and the EU, regional regulations require that screening against local lists is also included. For international organisations, local lists would need to be applied at offices in those regions, but not necessarily applied at offices in all other regions.
For example, an office in the UK may have a match against an individual that is not on the international sanctions lists, e.g. the UN list, but it is on the Canada list. What is the appropriate outcome for a screening request run from within the UK office? Match or no match? This test case's expectation is defined by the business.
Screening names from a regional office can match against a list that does not apply to that region. The correct outcome is defined by the business. It may be decided to raise an alert to record that the match has been found for auditing purposes, but instead to set the status to out of scope so there is no reviewing workload overhead. Alternatively, the business may decide not to raise an alert at all.
Jean-Henri Seyon, born 27th of September 1956, is a Haitian politician and former Prime Minister. He was sanctioned by the Canadian government, alongside others, in 2022 for his involvement in human rights violations and for supporting criminal gangs. He is not currently listed on the international EU, UN, OFAC lists, nor is he listed on the HMT list. He is, however, sanctioned on Canada's Special Economic Measures Act list.
For international banks and insurance companies, screening against UN, OFAC, EU and HMT is usually essential. Raising alerts against regional sanction lists may depend on the office from which the screening request is made.
In this example, the business-defined outcome is to raise an alert whenever matched, and to use the alert state to indicate whether it is in scope for that office. The examples below in the red boxes show the results from screening in the Canada office, where the alert is raised and marked as potential match as usual, but in the UK office, the alert is also raised, but the alert is transitioned to out of scope.
Alternatively, if the business-defined outcome is not to raise an alert against a list for a different region, the expected test case outcomes must be redefined. The examples below are from the Canada and UK offices. Although it is the same individual in both cases, in the Canada office an alert is raised, but no alert is raised in the UK office. Minimising the number of unnecessary false positive alerts in a screening system is important to ensure the case reviewers do not suffer from review fatigue.
In this example, raising the alert could be deemed legitimate to record that a true match has been made. This will give confidence in the matching capabilities of the system. Setting the status to out of scope minimises the reviewing workload.
We sit down with our clients and go through all of our test cases to ensure they are understood. Every test case will be marked with an expectation, and we will go through the test results with you afterwards.